All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Dweeb Queens cast, episode 4. I'm
What?
Tone, and with me is my other queen,
Andy.
and we are your Dweeb Queens. And today's episode is brought to you by Mearndies.
Mearndies?
Mearndies.
Tell me about Mearndies.
So, Mearndies, greatest, easiest place to get your local R&Ds. If you want your R&Ds delivered to your house or even to your mama's basement, you can get that if you use the code MERNDs/Dweeb Queens cast R&Ds. Sign up today.
Quite an ad read.
Thank you.
I don't know how you get much better than that.
I mean, I'm killing it as of recently. But, in all seriousness, specifically, what we are going to be talking about today is we are going to be talking about and reviewing in our thoughts. I cannot say words. What is happening? What is what? Do you smell burnt toast?
You were struggling.
I'm struggling.
Bail you out.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut this out. We are gonna give our thoughts and review Venom and A Star Is Born. And let me tell you, one of those movies was bad.
Yep.
Stay to the end of the video to watch.
And the
even though
Venom.
So
Yes.
we'll just start off with we'll go low and then go high. So Venom, it was bad.
Venom was not good. I saw both these movies back to back. Which
brave
may
soul.
have made Venom seem worse than it was, just in comparison.
Yeah, I mean,
so how about first we give our like number ratings, and then we'll give our reasoning behind that.
okay. What are we doing out of 10? 5?
10.
Okay, out of 10, I give it. A lot of people like it, which is surprising. Sorry, it's not for me.
My little brother did.
See,
He's only 13, so
it's
he's
confirmed. So only people with a 13-year-old brain like this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I give it a. I'm gonna give it like a 3 out of 10.
3.
I thought it was bad. Like I had no good time in that movie, even a little bit. What about you?
I definitely did not have a good time either.
Yeah.
However, it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. It was just kind of like all the way through,
Okay.
basically. Definitely below average.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like offensively bad like a lot of people were talking about.
Offensively, jeez, what a stretch.
Like saying it's like Catwoman bad. It just that
no.
doesn't add up to me. Like,
If anything,
you know.
I could put this in its own. You know how Catwoman is in its own category and shit. I can put Venom in its own like bad category. Essentially,
Yes.
I'll say it's on par with Justice League to me, and Justice League is a slightly better film in my opinion than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 4.25.
Okay.
Out of 10.
All right.
Most definitely below average. But there were really no highlights. It was just like all the way through, you know.
Pretty much. And I had a okay, so do you want to do a spoiler-free review for a bit of it? I'll time it, and then at the end cap, we'll just talk about spoilers for a couple minutes.
Sure.
Okay, so spoiler-free. It, as you said, literally nothing about it gave me like, yeah, this is awesome. Like how I feel about watching superhero movies. I'm like, that was fucking awesome. Damn, this is a good story. Huh, this is actually kind of funny. Wow, this is like really
Even
good acting and dialogue.
Justice League, which is one of the worst superhero movies to come out recently.
Yes.
That had like good moments. Like the moment when Superman came back and like he was fighting off the Justice League and Flash was like running in slow motion.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was fucking awesome.
That was pretty cool.
Superman like looked over.
That was pretty sweet. I like that moment.
This had zero moments like that.
Yeah, I thought the dialogue to me was laughably bad.
I
And
agree.
you know what the thing was? People were like, it's bad and you can laugh at it. I laughed not even a little bit. I didn't give a
Yeah,
slightest chuckle of
I
how
agree.
bad it was. I was just like,
There were a lot of people laughing.
they
Uh,
people laughed at that turn in the wind joke like forcefully. No one enjoys that joke. No
no.
one. It was in the trailer and people like as soon as they hear it, they like I heard a couple people snickering like before he was about to say it. They're like
Yeah,
I'm just like shut the
you
fuck
can
up.
feel it.
And I'm like you're
You just need to
forcing
mention
yourself.
turd, and
Oh
you get the
gosh.
laughs, dude.
It was so okay. If anything, cool thing about the movie, I guess, is the way Venom sounded.
It wasn't bad. He was still hard to understand a lot of the time, which I guess is just kind of Tom Hardy's shtick.
A
But
little bit. Yeah, but dialogue all bad. Oh my gosh.
the writing was terrible.
You
It
know
was
that okay, never mind. We'll talk about that more in the spoiler. It's not even really a spoiler. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it now. You know that one scene actually, you know what? Fuck it. Well,
leave
spoiler
it.
for, yeah, leave it. Okay, but anyways, yeah, the story's bad. Michelle Williams was so bad in it, which is
She
such a
is
fucking
an
bummer.
incredible
She
actress.
is, and it was like,
Um,
if anything, I had the highest hopes for her, and she's
yeah,
the one that let me down the most. Which I don't
but
want to say it.
she
And her
was
wig was
she was
horrible. At one point during the movie, I was like, "This is a movie that is made. I am watching this. It doesn't feel like it should have been made, but here I am."
yeah.
It was the least like
Uh,
probably the worst part of my week. Sorry to people that like this movie, but it's our opinions, and it's fine if you like
yeah.
it. It's whatever. I'm glad you like it. It's just a bummer that I don't like it. But then again, I didn't really have high hopes for it when it was
No,
announced. So, and even
we've been shitting on it for a long time.
yes, we have.
Um,
But then there was like a little part of me that was like, maybe it could be pretty cool. You know,
right.
it could have been like if they would have went for that hard R rating. I like how they're like, this never had a hard R rating. I'm like, yes, it did. It was even said at the very beginning. I'm positive they said it's going to be a rated R Venom movie. People were like, oh, and I was kind of on the fence about it, and I thought it was stupid because they were doing R for the sake of R because they're like, Deadpool's successful, Logan's successful. Let's just go for it. But now I'm like, they really should have went for it because the PG-13 for this movie was not good for this movie.
no,
I don't know what they're trying to like get from that PG. I guess to get more kids to watch it, which I guess
it's
works out for
working.
them. Yeah,
It's doing really well,
they're smart for doing that.
box office wise.
But man, it was the CGI was bad too. I didn't
It
like the
it
CGI even a little bit.
looked
Venom looked
like it was
horrible.
a 10-year-old movie.
It
It
it, it would have been the perfect movie pre X-Men and pre Spider-Man in 2000s.
it, it would have been a totally acceptable movie back
Yeah,
then, but
acceptable. Good? No. But,
no.
of its time,
But
you'd be like, "Yeah, I
now
get it."
we
Yeah,
know that superhero movies can actually make good films. So like there's no excuse at this point.
exactly. That's why I'm like, it just being that bad when we've had such good examples of movies, of superhero movies that I'm like, they could pull from this,
Hmm.
but they didn't. And it's kind of, I like the director of the movie too, but I don't know if it's even really his fault, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's his fault.
I got no like unique like feeling from the movie
It
in a
felt like
director sense.
it felt like eating a piece of tofu, bland, dry
Yeah,
tofu. That's but for my
it
eyes to
it was
watch.
a Sony movie, not a was it Ruben Fleischer
Yeah,
did it? It
yeah,
it, it was just full on a studio movie
yeah.
that was, you know,
Fuck. It
paid to
was
sell tickets, and that's about it.
pretty much. I
It
thought Spider-Man was gonna show up in it. Also,
that
this is not a spoiler. He doesn't show up for it. And people are like, "Don't spoil anything." I'm like, "It was a rumor, and it wasn't true." And of course, it
yeah,
wasn't true. You think Marvel? You think Kevin Feige's gonna let fucking Spider-Man go back to that? There's no way.
he knew.
He knows
He
better,
knew how this movie was gonna turn out.
and that's why Big Daddy Feige is real smart boy.
Hmm. Big brain.
Big
Uh,
brain.
the villain. Riz Ahmed was
Oh
like
my god.
Malekith Yellow Jacket level, just like so bland, like no reasoning behind being
He
an evil asshole.
he just out of nowhere, I liked how he acted towards the kids in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
That
but
was like, I'm like, "Oh, cool," but then I'm like, and then just a complete like, "Oh, we need to fucking kill people. I'll kill. I don't care. I don't care about the human race." Blah 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 blah. I'm just like, fucking why though? Like, I don't understand. He's like, "'Cause we take and take." I'm like, okay, sure. And then Riot, man,
yep,
wow, that was bad. Okay, let me say this. The worst part of the whole movie was the end fight scene.
I agree
That was
1000%.
one of that's probably on par with 2015's Fantastic Four final fight scene, and even that had some kind of cool shit. This had
It
nothing.
it was so.
It was jarring.
Should we just get into spoilers now?
Okay, yeah. So all in
I
all, I
think
didn't
we've
think
kind
this.
of covered it.
Yeah, I didn't think this was a good movie. I thought it was pretty bad.
It's
Probably
bad, but not quite as bad as I thought it'd be, but it's still not good.
to me, it was worse than I thought it could be. So that's how
Oh
I
yes,
feel.
I was expecting a 2. I got a 4 point something.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Uh, so the
Mm,
ending
yeah.
was some of the ugliest fucking CGI
Ugh, man.
like ever. When
Yeah.
they were going through those like grates and shit
Mhm.
as they were like going across the bridge towards the rocket,
Yeah.
it was just like visual noise,
Dude,
just
oh
like
my gosh. It looked like a Transformers fight scene to me where I don't know who's who. I at
yeah,
one point I got so my mouth just kind of dropped open and my eyes kept like twitching cuz I'm like, "Wait, what am I seeing?" When him and Riot were fighting and they were like trying to tear each other and you just see this big puddle like this big things
just
of
an
fucking Play-Doh of just going around everywhere and
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know who's winning. I don't know what this fight is. And wow, it was probably one of the worst fight scenes for a superhero movie I have ever seen.
with
Ever.
with such like CGI heavy fights like that. Uh, for me, it always ends up just like my eyes glazing over and like I
Mhm.
just stop caring immediately.
That's true. Except when
It's
it's the
because
Hulk and he fights the Hulk Buster and I'm like, "Wow, this is good."
that's animated like well and it's lit well. It's not super dark, so they can
Oh
like
my
hide
gosh.
hide lazy animation and shit. It's
No,
like
Sony? What do you mean?
yeah, Sony would never cut
Every
corners
dark
like
fight
that.
scene ever in the fucking Spider-Man universe? What are you talking about besides Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Same shit happened when I watched Ready Player One. Like at the end, when there were like thousands of CGI characters on screen, I just like stopped giving a shit. Like it's just like too much. It's
Mhm.
just straight up like visual noise and just gross. Like not good to watch at
True,
all.
but at least that had a better story and I cared about the characters more.
Oh, it was a better movie.
And the CGI
But
was done well. And not
yeah,
like this where it's just fucking goop monsters everywhere. And fuck that. Literally, it took the whole fucking movie for the last 10 minutes of the movie for Venom and Riot to fight. That's how long it took. You didn't see Riot until the last 15 to 20 minutes of the movie.
hmm
Be like,
he
well, what about when he took over as the paramedic and the old lady and the little chillin'? That doesn't count unless he
no,
fucking shows himself as like Riot, like this big silver goop Venom looking thing or whatever.
yeah.
I just want to ask this: why do we care? Why was this a thing? Honestly, I understand why Sony did it because they want to be like, we're gonna start our own universe. If we can't have our Spider-Man, we'll use every other character that we have so he can never show up
Yeah.
or Spider-Man to ever cross over with these characters in the Marvel Studios. And I'm like, that's so unfair. It's unfair and it's petty, and it's petty that they do that. And I know
hmm
what they know they're doing.
Yeah. It is pretty fucking
Okay,
bad.
yeah.
I don't
I
how long was the movie?
how what?
How long was the movie?
It felt like it felt like an eternity to me. It felt so fucking long. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Wow,
Good grief. That is a
it's brutal.
that that was 2 hours and 20 minutes and it felt like nothing was like explored at all. All he did was like, I'm
There was
hungry.
nothing. He didn't go anywhere.
No,
The
all
the,
he
the beginning was super slow. Like, why do you give a shit about Eddie Brock?
Mini
Like,
Brock.
so you it showed he was a dickhead and like got his fiance fired, and so he's not likable anyways.
No.
Uh, it just
And then Venom, as soon as him and Venom bonded, all he's just like, I'm a loser, like you, on my planet, blah 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 blah. And
yeah.
it's I mean,
There was some stuff that almost worked with
almost
between him
Venom and
and
Eddie.
Venom. It like
But it
of
didn't pay
a
off for me.
movie full of lows. I guess that would be the highest point is them interacting,
Yeah.
which is not saying much at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the people were laughing at it. Uh, I can't say I laughed once during the movie.
Mm-mm.
I laughed a bunch in A Star Is Born, which is seems like it should be less of a comedy than Venom is. But
Yeah, you'd think, but fucking. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the part. So you know that part where Eddie, like at the very beginning of the movie, he went to go talk to that great actor who was like the head news guy or whatever.
yeah,
And the guy was like, "You can't park your bike here." And he's like, "Yo, what'd your kid go to? You went to MIT. MIT. Got accepted to MIT." And he's like, "What? MIT? Woo! Woo!" This is Eddie Brock.
yep.
And then he's like, "But bro, you can't park your bike here. No such thing as can't, bro. No such thing as can't. No such thing. No such thing."
Yep.
And then fucking the
was-
security guard gives that goofy smile like in a 90s movie.
Like, oh, you.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my! That's when I was like, "Oh no, this movie. Well, this is.
This is it. This
I'm
is
in.
what I made.
I'm in a roller coaster of it right now." And let me talk about the biggest crime in all of the movie. Why did Woody Harrelson have to be put in this? He is such. He is
Great
one of the
question.
best actors, and he got put. He's locked in it. He's stuck.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna make a sequel to this movie, and that really
Versus Carnage, baby.
it bums me out. Fuck these movies that do this every time. Solo. I don't have any people. Solo. Han Solo.
Han Solo.
I like your real name, Robin.
Yeah.
Like, get the
There's
fuck
gonna
out.
Be Carnage. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Why?
It's like, where's the subtlety in anything? Like, we need just like the Easter eggs are for the fucking nerds who will actually get it, like without it being spoon fed to them.
yeah.
Right? That's like the point of them. Why does everything need to be spelled out that way? I didn't need to know how Han got his last name.
I didn't either.
I didn't need yeah, the Robin thing.
That's probably one of the worst, if I'm gonna be honest. Actually,
It
no.
is. It's
Fantastic Four with the. It's fantastic. Wait, say that again.
that
It's
is bad.
fantastic. Hey guys, I have an idea. What is it? Credits. I'm like, fuck off, man.
But I care more about Batman lore than Fantastic Four lore, so
That
I
is
guess
very
it hurt
true.
a little bit more.
Yeah, you're right.
This movie was just a bad time.
It was a bad
you know?
time. Acting, story, CGI. It's just. Let me just say this, guys. No redeeming anything in the movie for me. Not at all. I had such a plain face throughout the whole fucking movie. I found no enjoyment out of it. I walked out and like a bad mood. I went and got disgusting ass coffee, and that was better than watching the whole 2 hours and 20 minutes of Venom. Isn't that sad? And I fucking love superheroes with all my heart. And
I think it hurts more that like because I just watched Upgrade a few weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and that movie is just a like great version of Venom.
Yeah.
Basically, it does everything in Venom so much better.
Yeah, you're right. It really does.
Even with you know he's kind of discount Tom Hardy, right?
Yeah,
Logan Marshall Green.
but man, he was good in that movie. That movie
Yeah.
was a fun time, unlike this movie where I had no fun time at all. And it sucks because I know Tom Hardy likes it, and he's like, it's really fun to play this character, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? That's awesome, man. It just sucks that I'm like, I'm not going to feel the same way. I'm not going to like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
If they make a sequel, I'm probably not going to like it either because it's fucking Sony trying to set up their own shit. And what did I expect? It's Sony. They try to fucking jumpstart everything in Amazing Spider-Man 2, and that movie flopped to shit.
Mm-hmm. They've fucked up multiple times with that idea.
You would think they would learn. You would think.
You would.
But nope, they want to do the Morbius movie next, and it's just, who the fuck cares? Who cares? Morbius, at least people know who Venom is. You're gonna know Morbius from the
Nobody knows
90s
who
cartoon?
Morbius is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally my only reference to Morbius. And I read a comic called Marvel Zombies, and he was in it for like a good run of it. And that's it. But even then, I still don't really care. And man,
Yeah.
so yep, Venom. It's gonna get a
know-
sequel, and that kind of sucks. That there's better original movies out there and better superhero movies out there, and yet
Just dump that money into like good original projects. How about that? Wouldn't that be something?
you'd think. So yep, that's our spoiler review.
You know what? You know what the best part of Venom was for me?
What?
The new seats at Cinemark that recline and you can put your feet up.
What? That's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
it
that's
was so sick.
That's fucking awesome. What?
So I got to like lay down and watch a bad movie.
You're
So
kidding.
it wasn't quite
Wait,
as
did you
bad.
watch an XD or did you watch a regular?
Regular? Their
What?
XD theater is under construction still.
Oh my gosh, man.
They're sick. They're fucking rad seats. They're heated too. To be a little
What?
chilly.
What the
You can
hell?
turn that on.
Man, my theater sucks ass. What the heck?
It's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat, but
The poster I got is actually a cool poster too. I would never dare to hang it up, but it's got some cool art on it.
that's cool.
So.
You know, that's neat. Also, I forgot Jenny Slate was in the movie. Thinking about it, I just forgot she was in that movie.
she died real quick.
What a waste. What a legitimate. And you realize they changed symbiote.
I fucking called it.
You were right. You were right.
I was asking if they were gonna change it, and they did.
They did.
That
People.
backlash was enough.
It's symbiote. Symbiote.
How many millions of dollars did that take to get everybody back into a recording booth to say symbiote? Sad.
Not enough.
Movie.
It's quite. Venom went into a dog, and then he made out with someone I never needed to see ever in my life.
Yeah.
It's just this character doesn't work without Spider-Man. I'm sorry. The sequel, I'm not gonna be really looking for. Actually, you know what? I probably would, because at least that has fucking Carnage in it instead of who is Riot.
Right.
Who?
Carnage is actually like a character people care about.
Instead of Silver Venom that has like axe hands or whatever. And
yeah, which Venom could do.
These actors were wasted. They were wasted on this movie.
Yeah.
Riz Ahmed was fucking wasted. He could have been in something. He still can be. You know, it's not at the realm of possibility, but wow. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
He's not bad. Michelle Williams is not bad. Tom Hardy's not bad.
No.
You're in a bad movie. Michelle Williams is an Oscar tier actress.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, they're not bad. They're not bad actors. It's bad script writing. bad dialogue.
Yep.
And they tried. It just didn't work. Like Henry Cavill Superman, his dialogue in Justice League was so bad. But he's not a bad actor. Bad writing.
Yeah.
So, all in all, bad.
Not good. Go watch Upgrade instead. Is my whole thing with Venom.
There you go. Watch a slightly more enjoyable film. That's
Much
those.
more enjoyable.
Those are my thoughts on Venom. I could talk about this movie for a whole podcast of just. I can't wait for the spinoff, A Very Good Night for Mrs. Chen.
Right.
I can't wait for that Sony spinoff. You know, you gotta milk that cow while you can.
That's really gonna flesh out your universe. Is giving all these characters their own movies.
I mean, they talked about an Aunt May movie, so just fucking give it to Miss Chen. Her cousin does like yoga meditation videos or whatever. Set up that universe. That's some really interesting back lore. But yep, those are our thoughts on the movie Venom. And we watched another movie we'll be reviewing, and we mentioned it earlier, or specifically Andy, called A Star Is Born.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, what a great movie!
Wow.
What a
great,
fantastic fucking movie! That it made me cry. I cried in that movie. Everyone was crying in that movie. Not in the movie, but in the movie theater. And wow.
I was sitting in between 4 old ladies, and the 5 of us were crying together.
That's sweet.
At the end.
There you go.
I was tearing up in like the first time you hear Lady Gaga's voice. Like, it's hard not to tear up a little bit. She's just incredible.
Man, she was the biggest surprise of this whole year. Wow. She is a fantastic actress. I didn't watch American Horror Story Hotel, which I know she was in, because I don't like that show very much. But she was fantastic in this movie, and she deserves some sort of an Oscar nomination. It's either Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress. I don't know what would classify her in this movie. I'd say she was big main character. She's main actress. And
I believe she was listed first in the credits.
Everybody in the movie was fantastic. Not a one bad performance in that whole movie. Sam Elliott, great. He started to make me cry. Chappelle? That was the biggest fucking like I was so taken back by it. I whispered to my girlfriend, I'm like, is that who I think it is right now? And wow, he was good in the movie.
Chappelle.
And I was very happy and surprised to see him in that movie. And you know what? I'm glad I got him. You know?
He was great. He had a little tiny role, but
he did. But he was very good. Sam Elliott,
Andrew Dice Clay was that terrible comedian, was Lady Gaga's dad.
That was Andrew Dice Clay. Oh my gosh. I recognized that dude. I could not put my finger on it. I was like, this guy reminds me of someone. But I can't put my finger on it. And then I was like in the back of my mind, I was like, is he that dude with the leather jacket and the gloves? And the weird sunglasses?
Yep.
And it turns out he was.
He is not funny.
No, he's not. But man, he was very good in the movie. Nearly everyone was good in the movie. Bradley Cooper, great. Just fantastic.
Yeah, I loved everything about it.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper deserves a nomination for either Best Actor and or Best Director, because good grief, he made a fucking great film.
Funny at times. It was heartwarming at times.
It was funny, which I was not really expecting it to be. And it's very sweet. I like the chemistry between Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
Sweetness. There was a lot of realness.
There was.
You cringe. But yeah, highly recommend that movie.
Go watch that movie instead to Venom. Go watch that movie instead. I'm one of the Lady Gaga fans out there.
Did you hit Venom with negative reviews on Rotten Tomatoes?
You know I did, brother, for my lady? Hell yeah. You know I love going on Rotten Tomatoes and leaving reviews. My favorite.
I'm more of a fan of her now than I was before.
I mean, I was a pretty big fan before, but Man,
She's great.
man, that I downloaded the soundtrack immediately as it got out of the theater, and I've been listening to it, and it still hits me. It still makes me cry. Very emotional, good, just a good, sweet movie too. I honestly would believe if someone told me right now that Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga were getting married tomorrow, I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense.
I'd be happy.
They had the best
That
fucking.
love would be real.
That love between them was so good.
Like how I want Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone to get married.
Exactly. They have just such good chemistry. Fuck.
It's so real.
It was real, and I'm sad it's not. But man, Bradley Cooper, like that accent that he put on with like to how he talked exactly like Sam Elliott, I was like, fuck, he's really good.
Yeah.
Like I kind of forgot that he sounds different. He voices Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
So
He's
I'm like,
got good vocal range.
he does. You know what? Go watch that
And he
movie.
sang very well.
What do you rate that movie? I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10. It was so freaking good.
Me too.
It was just
10.
literally nothing bad about it, I think.
No.
We won't get into spoilers about that movie because I mean, it's just go watch it.
Yeah. We want everybody to watch that movie. So
Yeah. We'll get into spoilers another time, perhaps. When it's out on DVD or something. But for now, I just say go watch the movie. It's not really a spoiler. Like, can you believe the fight between Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga and how she turned into a fucking Megatron or whatever?
that was wild, dude.
Spoiler.
When her vagina opened up and there was an AR-15 in there, she just went to town on those middle schoolers.
Oh jeez. That was by far the biggest surprise of this whole year, right there.
It was wild.
It was wild. Man. Sorry, we didn't get a spoiler alert, but there it is. So, go watch it. But that is where we will end our reviews, because those are the two movies we watched this weekend, and I had a really good time with one of them, and a really bad time with the other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really glad, even my girlfriend was like, I don't want to go watch that shitty movie. And I was like, you know what? Good for you.
Can't blame her.
No. She's like, it looks bad, the trailers were bad, the reviews I heard were bad, so I'm not going to spend my money to go watch it. I'm like, you know what? You're one of the better ones.
I at least did a double feature, so it didn't have to like linger with me.
Yeah,
Like
how I almost watched. I watched Venom, and then I was like, maybe I should watch Predator, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna go home.
Too
And
much for your heart to handle.
yeah, too much. I'll watch Predator tomorrow, maybe. Give that a shot.
Yeah,
See how it goes.
Don't end.
You know, my life's a big.
I
joke.
watched Fright Night last night.
Yeah.
Also, I watched 3 movies in a day.
Holy shit! I also watched a pretty good movie last night too. I watched Happy Death Day.
Ooh,
Wow.
in a horror kick.
I was. I made my girlfriend doesn't like horror movies, but I made her watch this movie, and she at the end of it liked it a lot, and I liked the movie a lot. From the trailers of Happy Death Day, I thought it was gonna be a piece of shit movie.
Looked not good.
It was actually a good movie. I had a really fun time with it.
Yeah, it's on my list.
I
Oh.
I had to buy it.
Did you? You couldn't rent it?
Nope.
Or,
not anywhere to rent. It's fucking bullshit.
I rented Fright Night just so I could get a look at Colin Farrell.
You know what? I don't blame you. That's a good movie.
He killed it in that movie.
He was really so good. Everyone in that movie was good, I thought. Anton Yelchin was good too.
Anton Yelchin.
Mm-hmm.
Still hurts. But he just stole that movie. Like,
yes, he did.
Too sexy to be contained. Toni Collette was the mom.
Was Toni Collette the mom?
Yep.
I haven't seen the movie in quite a while.
Yeah, I had no idea either. And I had never really seen her in much other than Hereditary.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she was in The Sixth Sense, and she was in that other movie that I watched her with.
That's right.
What is that other? I'm gonna look it up real quick. I can't remember. It is.
Triple X Return of Xander Cage.
Excuse me? Oh, why is she in that movie?
I don't know.
What the hell?
Good question.
Shaft.
She was in Shaft.
She was in Shaft.
Oh, jeez.
And she's in another great movie called Hearts Beat Loud, which I really want to watch. I'll watch
With
it.
Nick Offerman, right?
Yep.
She's good.
She is really good. What a great actress. She better get nominated for Hereditary.
Gosh, I hope so.
But yeah, Fright Night, that's a good ass movie. I remember watching that. When did that come out? Like 2011?
2011, yeah.
Oh man,
It's
that was a
like-
good year for me.
It's one of those like one of those movies where you're shocked at how good it is and how fun it is to watch. Like this movie should be bad. It like a remake of an 80s movie with Colin Farrell as a sexy vampire, like that movie should be fucking terrible. But it's just not.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse too,
Yep.
and you're like,
He becomes a vampire too.
yeah, and I thought the movie was gonna be bad, but
isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be bad, but it was a good surprise.
Yeah, very, very fun watch.
That it was.
I need to watch more spooky movies.
I do as well. I mean, it's October. You have to.
Mhm.
Got to be watching The Grinch.
I'm thinking about watching Blade and Blade 2.
Oh my gosh, those movies are so fucking cool. I don't care what anybody says. Those who developed, was it Fox or Sony for Blade?
Who
did it?
I don't know.
Let's
see, Blade.
Well,
Production company. New Line Cinema.
New Line Cinema. Well, New Line, you did a good job with that. Except till Blade 3. Blade 3 was pretty trash, but whatever. I can forgive. Blade 1 and 2 were really good. Actually, I don't know about really good, but there were some fun, rad movies.
You can't go wrong with some Guillermo.
No, you can't. That was a big... I watched Blade 2 and Blade 1 when I was a kid, and then as of last year when I found out Guillermo del Toro directed the sequel, I was like, excuse me? What did you just say?
Yeah.
And then I found a whole new respect for it.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He's one of the best boys.
Chris Christopherson. I mean, come on.
Oh, I mean, how can you go wrong?
Yep.
Fucking awesome. But I don't even know what scary movie I'm going to be watching next. The only thing I know I'm going to be watching next is Trainspotting 2. That's not really scary, but I just really want to watch it.
Do you still have to buy it?
Yeah. So that's what I did with Happy Death Day. I bought it, and then the day after I finished it, I was like, can I get a refund, please? And they refunded me. So it's like renting, kind of.
Wasn't quite good enough to...
I mean... No, not entirely. It's like something, if someone ever has it, or if it's on, I'll be like, hey, we should watch this movie if you're looking for a good, fun horror movie. But, like, it's something that I'm going to be watching by myself on repeat? Probably not.
I mean, that's kind of how I, like, rate movies most often, is like, would I buy this? Would I rent this? Or do I just never want to watch it again?
I mean, Venom, I'm probably going to buy.
Right.
That's a fact.
Get that steelbook.
I mean, you have to.
Venom hot toy.
Gonna go to Venom.
That song was so bad.
Reeling it back, but wow, fucking that was probably that was one of the worst scores, like an original song for a movie I've ever heard. And I thought the Suicide Squad was pretty bad, but that was...
I don't think the score was that bad.
No, it wasn't the score, but it was an original song for it.
The original song was by Eminem.
Yes, that was bad.
Terrible.
The score for it was good. Nothing wrong. Can't really complain about it. Just the original song by Eminem was very bad. I felt like I honestly kind of... Did he?
Yeah.
Good for him. Good boy. Respect him. But yeah, that was... I honestly thought about leaving during the credits. I was like, I could just look this up online, what they were. Like, I don't care that much. And
Did you stick around
for the
into the
second one,
Spider-Verse
yeah,
footage?
that was the best part of the movie. There we
I
go.
did not,
You
because
didn't?
I knew what it was gonna be,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to watch it.
It was
The movie's
probably the best
bad.
part.
No,
Sony.
I just don't want
I
anything ruined.
I know. I don't blame you. Yeah, but you got any fun news articles? We talked about reviewing movies for a good bit. The Raid director is not actively developing a Deathstroke film anymore, which honestly, not surprising. DC
Whatever.
loves to announce shit all the time,
You
or
sure
something
do.
gets leaks out and they're like, "Oh yeah, I actually am working on this," and you're like, "Well, I'm sad that I probably won't see this in the light of day," but whatever. So that sucks.
You
Gareth
just
Evans is a
can't.
good director.
You can't trust DC like at all, though. Is the problem?
No, they'll like announce a movie and then it never comes out. The only ones have been, as of now, Wonder Woman 84,
Yep.
Aquaman, and Shazam. That's it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Aquaman, or not Shazam, not Aquaman, really.
Too many
I mean, I
mans.
am sort of, but
It's okay, I understand. I feel you. After the last trailer for Aquaman, the 5 minute one, I was like, all right, I got a bit more faith for it.
what do you think about his classic costume?
I like it. You know what? Embrace it. Embrace the fucking
Yeah,
kind of
comics are
goofiness.
fucking dumb.
Yeah,
Like,
embrace it.
let's just bring it on.
Do it.
You know, give me
Yeah,
that fucking orange and green suit.
I love it. I'll eat it up. Yummy yummies in my tummies. But yeah, Gareth Evans, that's a shame. I mean, not surprising. The Flash was the same thing with, what was it? What was the guy's name? Fukunaga. The guy that directed Dope. I can't remember his name right now, but
Yeah,
great director. He's supposed to do The Flash, and it's supposed to come out
he's
this
really
year.
good.
Didn't. Batman movie directed by Ben Affleck. Isn't.
Rick
Batman you. That's right.
Famuyiwa.
That's right. But yeah, now, what do you say? Is no longer developing the Deathstroke movie before Joe Manganiello's on-screen debut as DC villain. Justice League news broke out that the Raid filmmaker was being eyed to helm a planned standalone movie centering on the character, but after years since he reported boarded the movie, Evans reveals that he hasn't had any conversations about the project for a long time now.
Yeah, it was just like only in the planning phase, basically, right?
Yeah.
And like for some reason DC likes to announce stuff in that stage of development, which is just ridiculous.
They need to stop.
Yeah.
They have to
And
stop.
then like there are always rumors coming out that stuff is canceled when like
Oh yeah,
you can
Batgirl by Joss
understand, like,
Whedon.
yeah, which
Rest in
I
peace.
don't think there was a script for. Like they blow their load so quickly. It's pretty ridiculous.
They do it quite often. Oh, Birds of Prey. That who's casting it? Rosie Perez, Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress. Rosie Perez as Detective Renee Montoya, which I don't know who that is, but cool.
She has like a really high pitched voice.
She was in Pineapple Express.
She sure was.
I remember that. She was good in it.
Her voice is kind of annoying, but whatever.
Yeah, what do you do? In Journey, I'm butchering this bad. I'm sorry. Journey Smollett. I don't know. And she's playing Black Canary. And
can you believe it, dude? It's white genocide. What's happening?
I can't believe it. They're just trying to ruin everything now.
Man.
Starfire is black now. What the heck? Kidding. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
She's
it's not
a good actress.
She probably is a good actress, and that's why she got the fucking job. So everyone shut the fuck up. And we don't need a white person to play a white character in a comic book. Change it to black. Change it to Mexican. Change it to Asian. It's fine. It's fine.
It doesn't have any bearing on her character.
Exactly. It doesn't. It's just like, yep, I'm...
Black Panther is from Africa.
Yes, you
That makes sense
do
that
not
he's a white.
change a person's like Static Shock can't change to white. You just can't. You can't do that. You can't change how someone is like, oh, this person's Asian, and we cast a white man to play him. Like, don't do that. You're taking away something so small for like these groups of people and these like. I don't think I've ever seen a Mexican superhero. Which you know what? I'm not really crying about it. It's fine. But it's cool if it happens. I'll be like, yo, Blue
Yeah.
Beetle, what's up? Don't change the Blue Beetle to Ted Cord. That's gonna suck. Like, well, fuck, I
Yeah.
want to see Jaime. Like, you know, it's
Uh,
just, it's cool to get all these different races, and you know what? Change the norm. Change it. Just don't change a character from black to white, or Asian to white, or Mexican to white, or anything. Just don't do that.
on the other hand, do you think there are any characters that, based on their character alone, should stay white?
Um,
Like with T'Challa, he's from Wakanda, which is in Africa. Makes
yeah.
sense.
Honestly, no. Everyone's a mixed race now. Everyone.
I can't think of a character where they're like being white is like important to their character like at all.
No.
Uh,
Tony Stark could be cast as a black man by next week, and I'll be like, all right, cool. Sucks that we lose Robert Downey
because it
Jr., but
doesn't.
it doesn't matter.
There's nothing about Tony Stark that says he's white. I guess like uh maybe Red Skull when he has his skin on, he would probably always be white
Probably.
because he was a Nazi.
Details.
Uh, so I mean, if he was black, that probably wouldn't be cool. So I guess uh us whiteys can have Red Skull when he has
Thank goodness.
his fake skin on.
I'm
That's
glad. I'm so
about all I
glad we
can
got
think
him.
of.
Yeah. I mean,
Are there uh, are there anybody from like any characters from like a Scandinavian country? Like,
yeah, it's
you
called
know,
Sokovia.
right.
Idiot.
They're kind of uh like Russian sort of like slightly less white,
Kinda.
you know.
Yeah. In Star Wars news, Jon Favreau gave a first look
Ooh.
and synopsis of the show, and boy, howdy, does it get me excited because it looks
Mhm.
real. The picture alone, I was like,
That
damn, I'm
was a good
excited.
image.
I was like,
There's only one
fuck.
thing,
It's only
but
one thing, but I'm
it's
like,
fucking good.
I mean, what a fat but what's the budget on it? I forget. It's like a huge ass budget for this TV show.
Um, I want to say
It's the quality of a
100
big budget.
million
Yeah,
for 10 episodes,
I think you're right.
so 10 million each, which is like Game of Thrones level,
You know
which
what?
is
It's Disney. They
fantastic.
could do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
And you know what?
like I want a big budget Star Wars TV show like that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because some stories just like work better with TV shows.
Yeah.
And I think if anybody could do it, I think Jon Favreau can.
He's made some great stuff.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't talk
I
about that
mean,
movie.
Olivia Wilde looked good in that movie.
there
That's
we
about
go.
all you can say.
Got Harrison Ford to do it.
To phone in every single line.
Hey, that's pretty cool. Jungle Book, great. Iron Man, great. You know, he was in Solo. Star Wars Story as that little alien thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he was good in it. And I'm like, I'm really excited. He actually seems pretty passionate about doing it. And it's about it's literally called The Mandalorian. I'm like, what a dope ass fucking title.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, apparently it doesn't take much to get me excited. It's just the picture was just a dude in Mandalorian armor.
Yeah.
Walking on like a street. And that was like enough. Like, okay, I'm sold.
Yeah. I'm like, it got me. And I'd love
to see like a badass like bounty hunter dude.
Same. It comes out in 2019 on the Disney streaming service, which probably gonna pay for that too. They got me paying for all these streaming services to watch all these TV shows and all this cool shit. And you know what? It's fine. It's business. I understand. But The Mandalorian.
I'm much more inclined to go towards the Disney streaming service than the
You
DC.
you have to.
streaming service.
I mean, I'm only doing the DC one for all the cartoons that they have.
Yeah.
Batman the Animated Series on HD, Superman
Which
the
is
Animated
cool.
Series, Static Shock, all the cartoons, all the animated movies, which that's really fucking cool. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll pay for that. I really want that. I love those shows. I love spending time with them. You know, a little romantic dinner with them. A little bit of, pretty good. Let's see. In The Mandalorian, the synopsis is, after the stories of Jango and Boba Fett, another warrior emerges in the Star Wars universe. The Mandalorian is set after the fall of the Empire and before the emergence of the First Order. We follow the travels of a lone gunfighter in the outer reaches of the galaxy, far from the authority of the New Republic. It's got me.
Yeah.
It's got
I
me.
want those. I want what that 1313 game was never able to give us.
Yeah.
I want some gritty shit.
So, you know what?
And
I kind of do too. I think it'd be really cool, but also a little bit of
underbelly
funness
of-
because they announced the directors of the episodes, and one of them is one episode is going to be done by one of my favorite directors, Taika Waititi,
Taika.
famously
So
of
good.
What We Do in the Shadows,
Mhm.
Thor Ragnarok, Boy, and Hunt for the Wilder People.
All great.
All very great.
Can't go wrong with any
Let's
of them.
see. This is the first I'm seeing this. Lucasfilm announced the 5 directors who will helm the episodes of The Mandalorian. The biggest name for many will see Thor Ragnarok's Taika Waititi among those who will direct an episode of the series. They also confirmed that Dave Filoni will direct the pilot of the show, while Bryce Dallas... Huh?
Dave Filoni is also exciting.
Oh, you want to interrupt me one more time?
He's made
He has. Yeah, that's fucking awesome to me. That is really cool to me that they finally got
really
someone who does the cartoons, which they don't really give a lot of credit to, and they're giving him a shot to do this thing.
Give him a shot.
Yeah, I mean they make great animated shows. They obviously know the lore and love this property, so give him a live action like thing. Let him direct the first episode. That's fucking awesome. And then, while Bryce Dallas Howard. Oh, Rick Famuyiwa. There we go.
Nice.
And Deborah Chow will also direct episodes of The Mandalorian.
I don't know who that is.
Deborah Chow. I'm gonna look her up.
Nothing of note, it seems.
You know what? If they trust her, cool.
Sure.
I'll give her to her. Jon Favreau seems like he knows what he's doing. Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Better Call Saul.
Oh. Dope.
Mr. Robot. Yeah, she's done some TV.
Oh, that's cool. Bryce Dallas Howard is probably by far the biggest surprise of the directors.
I wonder if she has done any directing before.
Have you ever heard of a movie called Spider-Man 3?
Oh, is she the director?
Wouldn't that be something?
I didn't know.
Uncredited. I would love it.
She really directed the whole thing, and Sam Raimi stole it from her. That's the patriarchy.
Oh my gosh. What? That's something. Huh.
She's done a few shorts.
Yeah. You know what? That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. I'm excited.
Seems cool.
I mean, Bradley Cooper just directed a fucking movie, and it was amazing. So, you know, sky's the limit.
Mm-hmm.
When you work in film, I think you could do whatever you want.
Speaking of, so we talked about movies we watched recently. How about movies we're most excited about?
Oh, snap.
Coming up.
I think Venom 2, whenever they announced that sequel.
Mm-hmm. Morbius.
Yeah, of course. I mean, come on, man. Sony, my favorite company. I'm trying to think. Stuff I'm excited for. Oh, First Man.
First Man.
First Man's coming out next week, and I'm very fucking excited.
Halloween.
Oh, is that coming out next week too?
I don't know if it's coming out next week.
Oh man, I'd be like, what a week.
It's coming out soon.
Let's see what does come out next week. Let's see. Oh, Bad Times at the El Royale.
Yep.
Oh, they're not playing First Man here? These fucking bitches.
Dang.
My theater. Are they playing it over where you're at?
I don't know. I haven't
Alright.
checked.
I might look it up. I kind of want to go travel to San Francisco to watch that movie in IMAX, if I'm going to be honest.
I would be down for that.
I'll have to look into it.
October 19th is Halloween.
Okay. Oh, that's
pretty soon.
Sweet. I'm excited for that. Bad Times at El Royale. I'm really excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the ones of the month. That comes out next week, or this upcoming Friday.
October 12th.
It's got me.
And we got Black Ops 4 coming out this week.
Oh, we do, and we're gonna be uploading some of those videos to the channel real soon.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna play that night.
What day does it come out again?
It'll come out Thursday night.
I get off. Oh, is that what you asked me? What I'm doing Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I get off late, but I'll be available that night because I don't have
hours in.
Yeah, I don't work Friday, so I could come home or play as soon as I get home and record a little bit of it.
Go in there too.
Oh, Snoop! Upload that. Show us having hopefully some fun times.
We'll get some dubs. We got one in the beta.
We did. Riding that high still.
We can do it.
I've been bragging about it to everybody. Like, yo, I'm like the best COD player out there. Let's be real for a second. I'm the
whole dub.
I am the best at video games. These are facts. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and it's pretty exciting. Probably watch some movies soon, review them, talk about some other new stuff for the week. We only reviewed these movies because, it's the ones that we watched, so whatever. If we ever watch them at the same time again, we'll review them as well. But mostly do news and stuff like that, talk about it, which is always fun and stuff. This is just a quick little roundup. I like the reviews. I like talking about the movie. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Fun time. Should do that more often. But
Alrighty.
This is where we're going to end this episode, guys. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you. Love you. Still figuring this out. Still trying. I've saying this for like a month and a half, 2 months. It's a struggle, I'm figuring this out. Trying to upload it. We have another podcast coming in the week now too, called Cash Boys.
Mm-hmm.
So look forward to that.
Figure out how to spell it.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to spell it and then upload it. But look out for that one, which is a good one. But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and I love you.